This is Coach Q here with a great drill for working on your touch around the rim. This drill can be done from beginning to advanced stages because there are tons of variations and you can also create your own. We'll be starting out underneath the rim facing the backboard. We're alternating sides going left to right, and we preferably want to use the hand of the side that we're on. The goal here is to make 10 shots in a row. Once you get good at that, we can go to 20. We want to keep the ball off the ground and keep our feet active the entire time. Here is a great front angle so you can see what it looks like from the other side. Notice how the ball never comes too low. Every time I rebound, I bring it maybe to my triple threat location. Other than that, I'm keeping the ball high, ideally above your head, especially for those post players. Once we get good at that, we're going to go to our 1 foot variation. It's facing the same direction towards the backboard. Same principles, keeping the ball off the ground, active feet. The only difference is we want to make sure we don't travel here. If you're not careful with your footwork and your timing, you might take a couple steps after catching the ball, and we want to make sure we eliminate that. Once you get really comfortable with those, we want to work on our reverses. So now I'm facing away from the rim. This first variation is using our outside hand, which is the hand furthest away from the lane. All the same basic principles apply. The only true addition is we want to start thinking about using the rim as a protector. So notice how I slide the ball up through that bottom corner and aim for the top corner of the square. This will help ensure that no defenders can come over and block it at the last second. For the next variation, we're switching to our inside hand, which is the hand closest to the lane. The same principles apply. As you can notice, I'm still using the rim as a protector. There is barely enough space between the backboard and the rim for my ball to slide in. Remember, we are going to 10. I actually missed my 10th one right here, but I kept this in the video to show that I am not perfect. It is okay to mess up. We just start over and do better the next time. For this next variation, we want to work on going high and wide. For the sake of this video, I did not focus on the high part, but you can see my arm extending out further, reaching out to try and get a good angle on that backboard. Here we have to use a little bit more English to roll it off the backboard into the rim. You could also do a 1 foot variation to this. It would be very similar to the 1 foot variation that we did earlier in this video. This next variation is one that gets overlooked quite a bit, but I personally find it helpful and very applicable in games. We're adding a power dribble before our layup. There are a couple key points here. We want to take a very strong dribble, 1 dribble, 2 hands. That is allowed as a power dribble. We want to get a quick bounce afterwards off the ground. We're still keeping the ball from touching the ground. And you also want to simulate live defense. As we go into our reverses here off the power dribble, you'll notice that I'm looking to the side every time just before my layup. That is me simulating, observing the defense and reading to make the best play, which in this case is me taking the layup. I did miss a couple layups there at the end, but I left them in to show just what a lack of focus can do in this drill. The final variation for this video is one that I created myself. I tend to do it because it does simulate a lot of the footwork that I like to do in games. We're going to start off with a catch facing the goal, and then we're going to pivot to our outside using our outside hand to reverse finish. The goal here is clean and crisp footwork regardless of your fatigue level. This drill is not supposed to be comfortable. It is supposed to make you tired. You're not supposed to go easy. You're supposed to stay active the entire time. This is Coach Q.